Hey, y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So, I'm going to cut the deck. And we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now, Leo, bottom of the deck, we got fantasy. It says daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Hey, and I hear that Ludacris. You know, Ludacris, when he first came out, he had a song called Fantasy. So, hey, I don't know what somebody got on their mind, but baby, they got it on their mind is what I'm going to say. Okay. Let's see. First card out, we have resistance. So, Leo, you have a secret admirer. It seems like somebody is watching you from a distance. They may be suppressing how they feel, holding back on coming towards you right now. They may feel a little timid, a little shy, not knowing how to approach. First card out is we have sorrow. It says loss, grief, depression. So somebody might be going through maybe like some type of depressive state, or, you know, they feeling like they have more so, you know, taken a loss. You know, it's really giving me that this may be somebody who know you. Yeah. Somebody who you have to establish boundaries with in order to balance out your peace. You had to learn to say no to this person. You had to draw a line between you and this person. This is somebody who is violating your boundaries. And it's giving me that you're more so in a harmonious space. But again, you first had to draw distance between you and them. This may be somebody who you had some type of friendship with, some type of partnership, you know. Okay. And we have one day. So it's given that this person is more so longing for you, right? It's a someday, somewhere, another time, you know. So right now you guarding your peace, you know, and you saying shit. I ain't saying, you know, that I don't ever want to see you or I don't ever want to deal you. What I'm saying is I can't deal with you right now. Okay? You have divine feminine that came out. So masculine or feminine, you know, somebody has tapped into their divine feminine essence, you know. Somebody is more so tuned into their self-love, nurturing their self, being able to nurture other, you know what I mean? It's a more of a calm vibe right now. And I have rejection. See, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. So somebody feels rejected right now, like you're rejecting them. See, what I really feel like is you doing something to more so tend to yourself, nurture yourself, care for yourself, and this person is feeling a certain type of way due to you not paying attention to them. They feel rejected because you're paying too much attention to yourself or something like that. Either way it go, they feel like they ain't getting enough attention right now, especially when it comes to you. Look, you got distracted. See, they feel like you're distracted, right? But also what I know is that this person is more so trying to be a distraction, and they're more so going to be a distraction by default simply because they ain't got their shit together, you know. Somebody is more so coming around to try and change this energy that you have, where you're more so focused on yourself, because again, they need some type of love. They need some type of compassion. They need some type of healing. Look, twin flame, mirroring, sharing feelings, reflection. That's what I'm saying. They need a upbeat tempos. I don't know what that shit is. I don't do music, but that's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? They need something, a little pick-me-up or something. I think I'm going to keep on with these cards. So what's going on with this resistance for Leo? Why is this person in the bag? What's the resistance? We have fantasy. So it's giving me somebody even likes playing in the background. You know, they more so prefer the daydreaming, because in the daydreaming, they can control the narrative. they can spin it how they want to. You know what I mean? They're more free when they can fantasize, because baby, is given if they come to you. I don't know the type of energy that they gonna get. They're unsure of, you know, the response. Yeah, see, it's something with you viewing this person as being dishonest, and honestly, they are a dishonest person. You know, of course, if they choose to stand back, admire you from afar, and fantasize about you instead of coming and presenting themselves, then it's some type of deception and some type of trickery involved in this. You know, somebody wants you to feel like it's only you. You know, like, I don't know, somebody might have some type of obsessive tendencies, though, you know. Yeah, somebody is really attached, though, like, but give me more. Because it's like they want you, but they're such a dishonest person that they know that you wouldn't have them. You know what I mean, type thing. Yeah, see, exhaustion. That's what I'm saying. You were devoted to this person, and it's like they tried to run you ragged. You know, they left you feeling drained. It says long journey here, so I can imagine that you had involvement, you know, over time with the possibilities on the bottom of the deck. It's like you imagined a lot of different things that you could do. You know, you were very free-spirited with this person, free-flowing, compassionate, giving, again, in this divine energy. But this elusive energy, somebody was dishonest. And see, also, that's why they're like I said, they choosing to do that fantasizing, because they can run a narrative however they want to in their mind. You know, and ain't nobody ever got to know. They can flip-flop, switch shit around, however it is. Intuition. See? It's something with this person like draining your intuition or something like that. You may have had some type of telepathic communication or something like that with this person. But again, with this inner knowing, it's giving me that you were just more so told, you know what I mean, that it's time. Like, enough was enough. See, stress. This person was affecting your ability to see, your ability to see things through, to focus, to rest, yeah, it was a lot of turbulence, a lot of tension. You and someone argued a lot too. Yeah. It's some type of hiding or something like that. Yeah. Foundation and chasing. So it was stressful to you because you felt like, you know, you was trying to chase this foundation with this person. You were trying to make them, you know, get something established, like this family, some type of security, you know. But again, it was a pursuit. It's given that somebody wasn't exactly ready for all of that right then in life. You know, somebody still had toxic ways that they had to pan out. You know, they had to work through, they had to heal. Like, it was some type of resistance. And again, that was creating stress. It's given that you were loyal. You know, you were very loyal, trusting, reliability, believing. You know, you were investing in this person, but that's why you were in this position of sorrow. That's why you were in this position of grief, you know. Yeah, and you had to establish some boundaries. But see, now this person is feeling, right, running, see. Now this person is feeling away. Because there's something about maybe them feeling like you ghosted them or something like that. It's like this disappearing, this invisible, like somebody is they feel in the background. They feel in the background. I'm hearing nobody cares. But it's still giving me that they're not really expressing how they feel. See, shallow. That's what I'm saying with this elusive energy. Like somebody is very dishonest. They choose to take the victim role, you know. And there's something about them getting bored easy. Like somebody likes to seek thrills. What's going on with this, shallow? Right? Look, divine masculine broken. Okay. So somebody's divine masculinity is shattered, it's broken, it's destroyed or something like that. And it's like they're shallow, you know, but then they want to try to it's like presented to you like it's only you, devoted to you. You know what I mean? Like it's really giving like love bomb energy. I feel like you may have noticed that you were tired of that exhaustion. Look, that's what I'm saying. Somebody wore you down. Like this you figured this out over time, that this individual was actually broken. And the mere fact that you had to give this situation up may have broken your heart as well too. You know, but again, with your intuition, it was something that you know that you had to do. Look hopeless in time. You were patient enough in the situation. Your intuition, you were starting to have issues like blockages with your dreams, blockages with your thoughts, blockages with your words, your communication. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Something just started to fall apart. Especially even with the communication that you had with this person, like that telepathy, you know what I mean? Like things just, it started to be a hit and miss. It was no longer a connect. And again, it's something about the wearing down on your intuition over time, this waiting, these cycles, this moments. It was stress, it was turbulence, it was arguments, you know what I mean? Like the same thing. The same thing. It just was time. Time for you to get this foundation started, actually get something established. See, that's what I'm saying. Clarity. You receive clarity about your foundation, what you actually was standing on, what you actually was building, and what you actually desired. The truth, the intentions, honesty. Yeah. You see, this person was spying on you. This is like the type of person that was running from you and then looking back to make sure you were chasing them. You may have received some type of clarity or something like that. It's a social network, information, ways. Yeah, it's something, somebody was doing some type of spying or something like that. Somebody just was toxic as fuck. So yeah, they didn't have no boundaries, so you had to establish some. What's going on with these boundaries now? That's karma for this person that was running with this fantasy. It's the consequences of the actions that they took. See, that's why they're choosing to stay back. Like somebody notices the difference, you know what I mean, in you, in your energy, in your vibe, in what you're doing, realization, see. And you know that this person is shallow as well too. You know that they're dishonest. You can see through them. It's something about, you know, this person having different epiphanies and the understand, like somebody is trying to lie to themselves. It's giving me. Yeah, especially when it comes to the fact that you are like nourishing yourself the way that you are with this self-growth, self-focus, soul finding, you know, this divine masculine. It's like, it's something with them having their eye on you, like they want you. But it's interesting because it's like they're looking at you like clear water, but they want to murk it up. They want to murk it up. See, that's what I'm saying. With this releasing, they want you to release this nourishing energy that you in. Let go, move on, walking away. But it's given that you had to release this divine masculine in order to get into this self-nourishing, this self-healing. You know what I mean? Because this masculine was broken. And it's something about you trying to fix this situation, trying to fix them, you know, over time. And you ended up breaking yourself or ended up injuring, look, confusion. That's what I'm saying. You were confused. Something was very unclear. It was uncertain. You know. It's like the work was going down the drain. It's like you were doing everything and somebody was saying that you were doing nothing. Look, pain. Over time, this confusion turned into pain. It's almost like you were gearing yourself up for the worst thing that could happen with this person. Like you were very cautious. You know, again, it's something about you walking on eggshells, trying to avoid arguments, trying to avoid the turbulence. Like you had to minimize yourself in order to keep the peace. Look, obscurity and perspective. I'm sorry. Obscurity and perspective. See, when it came to all of these secrets, all of this information, all this shit that this person was concealing. You got clarity about it. Again, the foundation, what you actually was standing on, what you actually was building. And you felt like you was better off without this person. It's something about you desiring to be happiness, you desiring to have a clear headspace. And again, it's something about this person spying on you, like trying to chase you or something like that. But again, your perspective was mainly focused on your peace. It was on balance. Like, what is this? Yeah, you got debt. So it's something about the debt, you know, when it comes to this karma. Something about somebody being made aware of, you know, the consequences of their actions. The law of cause and effect, like the actual importance. Yeah, so you separating yourself and balancing this out like this shit was real deep. You know what I mean? This is something that this person was trying to avoid. And there's something about them sitting, you know, them reminiscing and dwelling. And it's like it's a bittersweet, you know, for this person, these realizations that they having. Because somebody is realizing that they were very shallow, you know. They were dishonest with you. Look, lusting. See, it's something with them being in this lusting energy while you were nourishing yourself. Forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. Nourish, divine, masculine. Only you. Give me more. Silence. Releasing. So it's something with this person lusting after you, but you viewing them as being like a forbidden fruit type energy. You know that this person is non-committal, and so again, you have went silent on this person. You've released this person. Something was broken, some type of connection. Again, this twin flame mirroring effect, the mirror was shattered. Look, open-hearted. See, somebody is confused because they thought you were open-hearted. You will always be receptive. It's something about you being very empathetic and vulnerable. But it's like, yeah, no, you know, what it is somebody thought that you were more naive than what you were. They mistook the love that you were giving them for something else. You know, somebody has some type of distorted perception when it comes to emotions, love, nurturing, you know. Yeah. Somebody feels hopeless, though, because, again, it's something with a break in this intuitive connection. And with this commitment, this marriage promises fidelity, you know, it's some type of pain. See, somebody was dishonest. You knew they were being dishonest. And again, they expected you to be vulnerable. Look, longing, craving when it came to this obscurities. That's what you realized. You really didn't understand what somebody wanted. What they was wanting, what they was aching, what they was craving for. Baby, I feel like you came to some type of understanding that in some way, shape, or form, it was not you. Look, shocking. See, perspective when it came to this spying. It was some type of turmoil or trouble. Somebody found something unexpected. Found something unexpected one day. What's going on with this? Clouded judgment. It was some type of illusions or some type of unbalanced, distorted energy. And it was deeper than what somebody realized. It was deeper than karma. What's going on with this clouded judgment? You have intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding, memories, dwelling, reminiscing. Okay. Somebody had clouded judgment when it came to the intimacy. From the past, you realized that somebody was actually shallow. What's going on with this? You got past life, lusting, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So it's something with you confiding in an individual and them still showing some type of repeated patterns. I'm hearing you found beauty in the silence. It's a charming, graceful, kind-hearted. It's like you stopped doing that. You stopped being that to this individual. The more that you came to, you know, your own realizations of who an individual was, it's like you drew back. Look, abandoned, see? left out, walked away cold when it came to this open-heartedness, this vulnerableness, and see somebody is confused. Them tables done turned is what that is. What's going on with this abandonment? Look, beginning, when it comes to this commitment, somebody wanted to go back to how it was in the beginning. They want to try something again. Say that they wanted to go into a new direction and start over, but you already know, what this person has to offer from the experience over time. It's something with them not being able to hold their mask up. Look, ecstasy. See, when it comes to this longing for you, somebody is just chasing the thrills. It's some type of excitement, some type of good time that they want. It's throwing off your peace, like legit, for real. Look, conflicted obsession. That's what I'm saying. Somebody is real conflicted in their energy. That may have been shocking to you too. It's something about their decision making. Yeah, somebody, they bounce around a lot in their mind. But when it comes to this divine feminine, baby, they got an obsession, period. Infatuated. Somebody really admires you. It's something about them being addicted to your energy. And it clouds their judgment. Mistakes. Somebody made some type of mistakes during some type of bonding or confiding, this intimacy. Somebody misunderstood. It's a victim, lost soul. See, it's something with the memories and the realizations that they were shallow. They were dishonest. Look, you got trapped. Somebody trapped in this past life energy. Stuck, tied down, captive when it comes to these repeated patterns of all this different lusting. You know what I mean? It's like somebody don't want another individual until they see them taking care of themselves. Look, influences. Somebody trapped in the damn influences when it comes to the beauty, the charm, like the bullshit. Not to mention somebody got some type of attachment, some type of third parties as well too that they tied to from these repeated patterns. Like somebody want to appear as being this charming person. Not to mention if they done did all this bullshit before, it's no way that they could pop back up and show face and be comfortable with your ass now. Look, second chance. Abandoned, right? They ain't only fucked up once, they done fucked up twice, 2, 3, you know what I mean? When it comes to this making amends, it's like, yeah, no, that shit done with that open-hearted, that vulnerableness. Again, somebody might be coming to you trying to more so reflecting, on past energy, or this is what they're doing, and again, they have a desire to start over when it comes to this commitment because they don't like the way something went. Look, return. Second chance, twin flame, return. They want to bring that ass back, but it's something about them, again, the seeking thrills. Like somebody just a good time, excitement. That's what they want. Somebody want to come back just to be able to say, that they got you back type energy. Loyalty, right? Trusting them. It's something with you being conflicted, though. Like, you really don't fuck with them. You don't trust them. It's something about you feeling like you better off with whatever it is, that... I don't know, with this social network, it's really giving me somebody spying. It's a chasing, spying, perspective, shocking, conflicted, loyalty. And even if I go this way, loyalty, conflicted, shocking, perspective, spying, chasing. Yeah, like a motherfucker, they mind just ain't where they mind's supposed to be. They operating in some type of heart fog just due to the rejection. And again, it's like you ain't got time to be doing all that motherfucking playing. Like, person not finna come around, right? With these soul ties and soul mates in the reverse. This ain't no motherfucking soul mate. They just simply obsessed with you. Their judgment is cloudy. Somebody don't understand. Again, they just want to win. Look, hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. When it comes to these mistakes, somebody is simply just a lost soul. They tweaking. And they want you to come and allow them to tweak in your peaceful ass space. Possibilities, see? They trapped in the possibilities. Free-spirited, adventure, risk. They just doing shit just to be doing shit. Somebody is not necessarily sitting thinking, you know what I mean, about the bigger picture, the long haul, like how something is actually going to pan out. This person is just, even with this free spirited energy, it's giving me we dealing with like a grown motherfucker or something like that. So they really just like childish, like, look, pride, that's what I'm saying. And it's something about these influences, these peers, all the rest of that. Somebody real arrogant in their ego. They got a point to prove to other people, proving shit to everybody but they self. Look, clinging to this second chance, holding on, obsessing, spying still. Somebody waiting on a opportunity to make a move, to come in and get this second chance, and it's getting that they're never seeing an opening or something like that. Look, family. Right, clinging to the fact that they could be a family with you. Get you pregnant or something, parenthood. They want to birth shit with you, even if it ain't no kids, because some people is beyond childbirthing stage. You know what I mean? It's these ideas, these businesses, baby. Whatever it is that you putting out into the world, cultivating and growing, they want to be a part of it. Twin flame energy. They feel like you feel. They married, baby. They tied to, look, confessions. They want to return. Unveiling, coming clean. Somebody might say something to you, reach out to you or something like that, try to make amends or something. Say they've been craving you or something. Again, this person still got secrets and you know it. And you know they're chasing the thrills too. Somebody just looking for some type of excitement. Look, emotional storm. To create an emotional storm with you because they know that you loyal. You trust and you reliable. You will believe them. So they want to date, man. Somebody got some type of turmoil or something like that going on right now, too. They might come to you trying to talk to you about problems and stuff like that, knowing that you're loyal, trying to get you in this conflicting ass energy. It's going to be shocking to them for them to realize that you actually cool again. You got some type of happiness. You ain't got all this shit going on. You ain't got no emotional storm going on. You know what I mean? I feel like they already know that too from them spying and watching you, whatever the fuck it is that they doing, trying to get information on you, this pursuit constantly. Trying to get information on you. That's why they keeping their ass in the background too. What's going on with this distraction? What's this distraction? Bitterness. See, over the soulmate energy being in reverse. Okay? So somebody holding some type of resentment or some type of anger. They might even have, goddamn it, some hateful words, a few, a handful, a bunch, you know. Mainly because they obsessed, they infatuated with you and you ain't on that shit with them no more. Heart fog, right? Hope and craving, but this person got heart fog because they feel like you sending them mixed signals. And something about you having blocked emotions toward them, like, and this person, like, again, feeling messed up. Look, breaking point. See, when it comes to these possibilities, it's like you have reached your limit, you know. You already done had your final straw with this person. And it's given that they feeling all, I can't even explain it, because it's like they filled with possibilities and, you know, and it's like, yeah, nah. They trapped in them possibilities, baby. That's why the first card or the second card that came out clarifying the first card was fantasy, because that's all that shit gonna be, you know. And you have escaping. Somebody simply just trying to escape a situation with their pride, their ego. They trying to avoid getting their shit hurt. But it's given that you pushing this person away because you healing, baby. You clinging to your healing, this second chance. It's like you got a second chance at life. You've been purified. You've been cleansing over and over and over again. That's what your open heart is saying. See, finality, that's what I'm saying. In the reverse, baby, ain't no farewells when it comes to this healing. This family energy. So you healing your family. You leaving certain shit behind, breaking them generational curses, baby, opening up doors that was closed, closing doors that was open. You ain't letting that go. Look, chemistry, perspective, that's what I'm saying. The confession is you got some type of attraction when it comes to this healing, this vibe that you own. You ain't finna let your shit go. It's something about a passion, a spark of passion with this confession, you know what I mean, that you unveiling, coming clean, that you good. Somebody might say shit, you know, they got some type of chemistry with you. Either way it go, your perspective is you better off. That's what you gonna let them know. Hey, you know, shit. Before you may have had me by the bootstraps, but goddamn it, you know, look, thinking, look, missing you, craving, desiring, emotional, withdrawing, baby, you ain't playing. They only want you because you ain't there. Look, withdrawing, conflict, apology, distance, bluff, curse. Them the last motherfucker. God. Somebody cursed and they really pretending they trying to show up with a mask because it's distance between y'all. They want to apologize so they can cause conflict on you or something like that. But you withdrawing from this, so this shit ain't even affecting you. Somebody's mind, this curse might have something to do with somebody having a negative mindset as well too, but they put on a mask and try to make it seem like they a people person, like they friendly, like they actually give a F. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's something about this distance and somebody wanting to apologize. They want to tighten up the space, return, you know, I'm sorry, like, damn, you know what I mean, like, what the fuck you want me to say type energy, you know, them type of apologies. But you see just how I said that too, it's like, damn, I'm apologizing just so, you know what I mean, like, what the fuck, I'm not even, you know, sorry for what type shit, yeah. And this person having conflict because you withdrawn, you cool on your own, you cool in your solitary, you cool. That's the difference. They ain't cool. You cool. They ain't cool. You cool. They back there. You over here. You know? And it's seeming like you keeping them way back there. What they say, yeah, that way type shit. Because you ain't finna let nobody disrupt your peace. You got this whole loving vibe thing, accomplishing goals. You, baby, touch and stop. You just, you good right now. You more better than what you even imagined that you would be on your own. You didn't even think you would be this good. You didn't think that healing would feel this good. You, like, it's, baby, so understand. That's why I said it ain't no farewells. You holding on to this. You done found your spark. You know, you've been missing yourself. You've been desiring yourself. You've been craving yourself whole time. You was investing it into other people, you know what I mean, looking for it from an outside source, and you had it yourself. Whole time, it was you. You ain't letting that go. Shit. If you ain't never understood before how you had them monks, or you have people that, you know, devote their life to certain things, baby, you know what I mean, where it be like, shit, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna meditate, it's just me, I ain't even got to fuck with nobody, no, you know what I mean, like, you just, your perception is different. You have a clear understanding. You have never been so comfortable with yourself in life, even, goddamn it, in childhood. You know what I mean? So it's like you found what you've been looking for the whole time, Leo. And you ain't on that whole shit. Period. All right, that was your read, baby.